Hi, folks. Welcome to Crisco's Corner. Well, what a shocker. BLM agitators storm Turning Point USA event. That's Charlie Kirk. Those of you that know Charlie, he runs Turning Point USA event, headlined by Kyle Rittenhouse, proceed to attack attendees. Now, I'm going to show you a little bit of the story here. And then I'm going to show you the video where they actually start chasing the attendees when they get outside on the campus, mind you. And then I'm going to show you the laws in the state of Tennessee, where this is in Memphis, a state that I pray, if things work out, that I may be living my last days in. I'm 67, move there and get some freedom. They have open carry in Tennessee. Constitutional carry, and I'm going to show you what the law says. And these clowns that are chasing down people attending meetings after disrupting the meeting, they're playing with fire. Far-left activists chanting Black Lives Matter, no justice, no peace, which is odd because Kyle Rittenhouse, when he defended himself and shot two people, one fatally, I believe, were black. The event was at the University of Memphis on Wednesday evening. As the event was letting out, the left-wing mob attempted to assault event attendees, prompting the police to step in. And, of course, they try to hamstring the event, the college, the best they can, because it is a college, after all, even in Tennessee. Well, hundreds of students had to reserve tickets, so you announce on probably online. Anybody wants to reserve a ticket, you do this. So people that actually want to attend and listen to see what Kyle Rittenhouse have to say, even if they disagree with him, at least be civil and listen, they changed the rules. The school forced the organization to change their ticketing system just hours before the event. This was done to ensure, quote-unquote, fair and equitable ticketing, they told Charlie Kirk at Turning Point USA. That way, a bunch of lefty students could reserve tickets and not show up. So naturally, they had thousands of people, and they only gave them a venue with 330 seats. As a result, students who wished to attend the event were shut out, leaving the door open for far-left agitators to reserve seats. We had thousands of people register for tickets in this event. Of course, Memphis is a big town, but the school would only give them a venue with 330 seats. No overflow, no larger venue. Now, that's because there's all kinds of federal cases, Supreme Court cases, saying that these colleges can't say no anymore. So what they do is they F them over, make it as miserable as they can for them, so they don't come back, which is the same thing. Here's a little bit here. Let's check it out. This is when Kyle Rittenhouse was first starting to speak. Now, you notice all the empty chairs? That's because a lot of the left-leaning students reserved seats and just didn't show up. That way, and there's no way that you could say you're outside waiting to get in. This place was just empty. There was maybe 70 people in a venue for 330. So they protested them for a while, acting like fools. But that's not really what I want to show you. Outside the event, well, we'll put it this way. The organization who organized the event, the chapter president, was doxxed. Those of you know what that is. You give out your personal information, where you live, that kind of thing, where you work, and plastered it all over the internet. The campus police and school administrators shrugged their shoulders, Charlie said. This is the part I want to get at. This is why I'm going to show you the Tennessee law. Outside the event, another group of agitators chanted "murderer and no justice, no peace" as they shouted at police. Once the event started to let out, which didn't take long because they wouldn't let them talk, chaos erupted as the hostile crowd started to chase attendees. "Get him," shouted multiple members of the mob. Footage captured by the on-ground reporter Julio Rosas shows a large crowd of agitators chasing a small group of attendees who were attempting to exit the area. Police were forced to step in with them in order to stop the mob from assaulting the students. The mob then followed them into the parking garage. This is where I'm going to make my point. Where police once again had to prevent agitators from swarming event attendees. Some of the members of the mob could be seen spitting and hitting cars as students exited the garage. Now you're going to see them chasing the attendees now. Now they're just trying to leave the event. They're just trying to leave the event. Here comes the mob. Here comes the mob. And it's the Republicans and Donald Trump that's going to destroy democracy. Oh. Now there they are trying to leave. And they have to have a police escort. There couldn't have been that many because they screwed them over to let people in. So it was probably 20 or 30 maybe. But they're playing a dangerous game, and I'm going to show you why a little bit later in this video. In Tennessee, you can have concealed carry and open carry. It's one of many states, more than half, 28 I believe is the number now, with shall issue permits or open or concealed constitutional carry. Now, what would you feel like? You were walking through there with them people shouting and a handful of troopers. Granted, they're professional troopers and they're pretty big guys there. They can't save you from everyone. Would you feel threatened with your life? I know I would. And later you're going to see in the garage is the point I'm trying to make concerning Tennessee law and open and concealed carry. Now they're trying to get upstairs into the parking garage. As you can see, the police officers are stopping the mob. Well, at least they didn't stop them all. Now, here's what happened in the parking area. Watch this, as people tried to leave in their cars. Now, there you are, after watching all the videos from BLM riots in 2020, that presidential year, 4 years ago, and there you are trying to leave a legitimate venue, expressing your First Amendment right of freedom of speech, freedom of assembly, all those good things in the Constitution, and here you are, after you've seen cars get smashed and people get beat up, and people actually die in riots, you're trying to leave, and you've got to face this. Yes, there are police there, troopers. But the fact is they can't stop everybody. Would you feel your life is in danger? And I'm going to show you the Tennessee law where these morons are playing with fire. See that white pickup trying to leave? See, there are no police right there. I don't know what they would do if I was a driver in that car. If I had my wife or my girlfriend or one of my kids or friends even. I don't know what these morons are going to do. I don't know what they're armed with. I don't know what they're capable of. I saw the videos from 2020 and other riots. I'm going to stop the video here and show you something that I think these people are playing with fire. This is the Tennessee law concerning concealed and open carry. Tennessee is a concealed carry state. And they'll go through and you can read all this. You want to stop the video, you're eligible, and recognizes any valid permit issued by another state for those visiting Tennessee, which is kind of neat because say you live in Tennessee and you want to visit me here in upstate New York. Well, you can't because New York won't allow it, which I don't know why the Supreme Court hasn't settled that by now, but that's another issue. And they go on and on and on. But here's the part I want you to see. Prohibited locations include courthouses, schools, school athletic events, universities, public parks, and it goes on and on. But here's the part that these guys are going to get, somebody's going to panic. Universities set their own policy so they can elect to allow concealed carry or firearms on campus, which they won't. However, they cannot forbid students from having a gun in their car. You can carry in bars and restaurants on the campus and serve alcohol, but you can't consume alcohol while you're carrying. Which means that if they're going after students and they're on campus, they can carry, concealed or otherwise. It must, private property owner, business owners, operators can post signage forbidding possession here. That's ridiculous. It's like saying you can have your First Amendment right of free speech, you just can't have it here. I don't know why this is even allowed. Oh, gosh. But that's the thing. However, they cannot forbid students from having a gun in their cars while they're on campus. In many other places, you're allowed to have the gun in your car in Tennessee. When you're being surrounded by a mob and you panic, well, it's amazing. Well, that said, a permit holder may store their carry gun out of plain sight in the parking lot. Tennessee is not a duty to inform state, but permit holders must always have their permit on them and must produce them upon request of law enforcement. But you don't have to have a permit. Tennessee is concealed carry is permitless, but you can still get a permit if you want one. And there's special licenses as well. Tennessee recognizes, honors any valid permit from another state. There are two tiers of Tennessee concealed carry permit: the concealed carry handgun permit and the enhanced handgun permit. The concealed carry permit allows you, the permit holder, to carry concealed. The enhanced license allows for open or concealed carry, and you get a lifetime enhanced permit if you choose. Both permits require a training course, but Tennessee, concealed carry is permitless. So if you're a student on that campus and you feel threatened with your life, something's going to happen. Now, having said that, let's watch the rest of these morons. Yeah, he's pointing the gun with his finger. Overeducated, pampered morons. They're just asking for trouble. And there you have it. This is what happens when school administrators pander to petulant children. You get chaos. Our brave students will press forward, but this is unacceptable, especially in Tennessee, Kurt wrote on an X, formerly Twitter, post. Memphis has record homicides last year, but apparently our students and Kyle Rittenhouse are the problem for the University of Tennessee. Yep. This is what happens when you pamper children, when you don't tell them no. Now, what would have happened if they went by the original tickets, where people that are very interested in hearing what Kyle Rittenhouse had to say filled that place, even though it's only 330 seats? How the hell would they have gotten out of the place? States like Tennessee have permitless gun carry. Folks, something's going to happen. Now, everybody's saying, well, John, that's the way the left operates. They want something to happen. They want somebody to die so that person can be prosecuted. Well, the Memphis DA probably would, but it would raise hell with the state of Tennessee and the governor there. I know many people live in central Tennessee. In fact, the place I want to live is called Crossville. It's a small town in central Tennessee. Been there many, many times. Love the place. It's a great area. So is eastern Tennessee in the mountains. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. The people are amazing. typical Southern hospitality, manners, and they follow the Constitution, especially the Second Amendment. So let's see what's going to happen. I guess Kyle Rittenhouse is in Kentucky next, my understanding. I think that's an open carry, concealed carry state as well. So we're going to have to see. Somebody's going to get surrounded, and somebody's going to panic. And they're going to defend themselves. And all hell is going to break loose, and somebody may even die. This is what these morons want. What did they prove? They stopped Kyle Rittenhouse from giving his speech. So the F what? So the F what? We can do whatever we want to. We're students. And that's what happens when you tell someone who's 18, 19, 20 years old, have never heard the word no their entire lives from their parents, their relatives, their aunts, their uncles, school administrators, guidance counselors, teachers their whole life. They've never been told no. It's a powder keg. We're going to have to see what happens. Until the next time, God bless, goodbye, and good luck.